So we got our goodie bag with our hoses and all the little components that go with this boat. I just noticed someone from the factory is having fun. They drew a face on it. What's up, everybody, and welcome. We're actually sitting here in one of Pursuit's new models, the S358. It's actually a pretty cool boat. I already looked around a little bit and getting it ready for the customer. It's supposed to go this weekend, and hopefully I can make a second video on this one as we go for a ride in it. I'm not always the one that go for a ride. Sometimes I get them ready and then I get pushed onto something else. But anyway, got any questions about this boat or anything, hit me up in the comments. Alright, let's get started. Yeah, Married with Children classic. Alright, let's start the cabin here. Turn our TV off. Alright, since we're already in the cabin, let's start in here. Here's our TV. This is our bed area. Don't worry about all this mess. You'll see more mess here as I'm getting the boat ready. What's cool about this is supposed to be a bed or a seating area where you can sit and watch TV or hang out, whatever. This back piece right here actually fits right here. So you can convert it into a bed. And also as a backrest, which is a cool idea. You can use it for both. You got your blinds right here. Easy open. Your microwave. You got a window on this side also. The 358, which is this boat, does not have the window between the windows. This is more just for lighting for the cabin. Whereas the 378 and the 428 have that window cut out in the side of the boat. We got ambient lighting everywhere here. Our switches right here. Got lighting up here. Another piece so you don't hit your head, like that they're doing that. Of course, it's got air conditioning in it. Here's our AC/DC panel. Got shore power plugged in because I'm letting everything run, so our battery chargers are on. One thing that's missing here is a gyro. It's an option the customer did not get. Go inside of our bathroom here. We also got double lighting here, accent lights, floor there, of course your light up top, window, a shower curtain, shower over here, big mirror, of course fully functioning toilet, the macerator. You also got air conditioning in the bathroom. That's nice. It loses a little bit of points because there's no bowl sink here, but we can let that slide. Let's turn our lights off here. Come up here, we got Pursuit's new style seats, which I like a lot, the diamond stitching. Of course, I got armrests all the way around. This one's fully adjustable. Right here is your footrest for the driver, and then you got separate ones for the passengers. You pull out, they're just on a magnet, you push them back in. It's got all the new Garmin stuff, EX Yamaha stuff, JL radio. This is their new style switches. They're still using the same switches, but it's got a different wood panel here. It's the brand new series Garmin here. Something they've added. Got a wireless charger here in your glove box. Up here is our Yamaha display. This is supposed to be a speaker for your VHF. It's on back order. You got speakers. Of course, it's on back order. Most Garmin products are right now. You got air conditioning at the helm. You got your spotlight right here. 12-volt adapter on the other side. These are USBs. The Pursuit's new style canvas they have here, where that wing goes out and actually comes out so you can walk. It doesn't trap you inside the console. So you can actually enclose this whole thing all the way around here and have AC and all that. You got speakers up there. Of course, you got your lights. It's got the new style sliding window here, which is pretty clever because then it doesn't open up and you can actually run with this thing. I like that. Where those windows would be are a rod holder storage now on both sides. You walk up front here, stereo controls. It's got a table that actually opens up all the way for your front table here. There's just storage underneath here. Of course, you're gonna have a full windlass, everything in here. Fresh and raw water here. It already comes with the shiny stainless anchor, all that. It should, because this boat is somewhere north of $500,000. Close this up. You got rod holders all the way along here. You got one there. These guys here. Your backrest, adjustable. That way you can sit here if you'd like to. You also have a new style cup holder, which is really deep. I noticed that. That's pretty cool. They used to be pretty shallow like most cup holders, but it goes way down in there now. It's at the driver, at the helm too, the same way. Of course, you got JL speakers here. one thing I noticed is pretty cool here is flip this little lever here. So I can do it with one hand. And this seat actually pulls out, so it's reclining. So the front seat reclines, and you just flip your little lever, slide it back. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that. That's something new. Let's run around to our back side here. You see this is where the canvas would enclose it all the way right here. See the tracks up here. Got our normal Pursuit battery switch stuff here. And it also has this ambient lighting setup where you can, different modes where you can change it to music, stuff like that. They always put killer stereos in Pursuits. It's got a sub on each side. And you got a refrigerator pull out here. You get more rod storage here. More rod holders. There's also one in the back there. Got a dive door on the starboard side. There's our bait well. You got fish boxes, fresh and raw water here. On the other side, you have a shower with hot and cold water. It's a pretty clever idea. That way in the winter, whatever, you can crank up the heat if you need to. Underneath here is also another fish box. We also have our engine flushes here. Port and starboard. This has, well, has a twin 425s here. It's 850 horse, which is the max for this boat. I think it holds somewhere around 350 gallons. We got our pull-out seat here. You also have the same seat here, and like a little pilot seat here. So you got lots of seating in the back area here. There's a spot for our table. We got a sink in here. Yeah. This is basically just a big ice chest or whatever you want for. You got your grill. All this stuff folds down here. You can actually climb up here, climb through that window if you want to. That's actually how I put the radar on. Let's go down in our floor here. We got a 5K Fisher Panda. Of course, all of our normal components that are labeled, AC pump, all that stuff. There's our dive door ladder. There's our table and our leg, rear anchor. If you look up underneath, that's where all of our batteries are located. That metal box right there is an AC breaker panel. All right, let's shut this down. Let's walk back here real quick. One thing I like is that they've designed this now that does not have a splash well anymore. You can actually walk back here if you're fishing, whatever, you can use this area. It also has city water right here. This is where we fill our water up. We got rod holders on the back. There's one in the middle here too. I didn't put one here because we got our shore power. There's our twin 425s. I got the cowlings off, so I gotta put oil in them and check them and get them primed up. One other thing real quick. Look in our floor here. This is where you'd have your Seakeeper, but this is the only option pretty much the customer didn't get. We got our battery chargers here. Basically a lot of our components are in the middle here. There's our Fireboy system right there. Right behind it you got a little TV antenna amplifier. You got air conditioning ducts here because you got air in the back too. They're hot and cold water lines. And there's our hot water heater. So on the right on the port side here, you've got a garbage can and tackle storage here. Oh, and they also have our switch panel here for our cockpit lights. You got a live well, fish boxes, your washdown pump. That's all on this side, so you have to go to the helm to turn on your bait well pump. It's all here. The only thing I see that's kind of a problem with this, I've seen it on the bigger ones of these too, it's knee level. You could bump these, turn them on and off, but you'd probably notice if you did that. It is clever though, because now you don't have to go to the dash like I said. I'll show you one more thing before I get back to it here. One thing I've always liked about Pursuit is their wiring. Take a look back here. They actually take their time and make everything nice and pretty and straight, so you can actually figure out what's what. Everything has Deutsch connectors. It's clearly labeled, and we don't even have the VHF, the 315 Garmin. Actually, it's going to go right here, but they've already ran the antennas for us and the NEMA system for it. And you got all your air conditioning ductwork here, of course. Oh yeah, and you can see right here they actually run a blue light for your nav lights, because they used to label the switches, and then everybody complained I can't see what switch is which. So now you can actually just turn your panel lights on, and they're blue. They copied what I did with the Contender, but now that was a big complaint, is these used to have the labels. Much easier now, you can actually see them, you can turn them on and see what you're doing at night. Well, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed a little mini tour here. I actually like this boat a lot because it's less of the automated stuff and all that gimmicky stuff that the 378 and the 428 have, like the moving back platform, all that stuff that could fail in the future eventually and cost a lot of money. This thing has about everything you want. You could add a seakeeper if you want to, but probably unnecessary in this size boat. I think the seakeepers kind of belong in the bigger boats personally, but everybody has their own opinion on that. Like I said before, if you got any questions about this, or questions about anything really, hit me up in the comments below, and as always, I appreciate everybody watching, and I will see you next time. Later. The 42 Regal. It's only about 6 months old maybe. It's been sitting in the water at a marina. Look what electrolysis and corrosion has done to these already. It's pulling the seals out. This one doesn't even work anymore. You gotta put a strap on it to lift it up so we can get it out of the water. Yummy.